Hello, my name is Garrett Livesey, and the topic I've chosen to speak about is renewable sources of energy. The effects of climate change have become more and more apparent. The question on many people's minds has been, how will we combat this? The answer most climate scientists have come up with is to move to more renewable sources of energy. But what are renewable sources of energy? The most common renewable sources of energy available today are solar power, wind power, and hydroelectric power. These sources of energy are renewable because they emit little or no CO2, one of the main causes of climate change. They do not involve the burning of coal or fossil fuels and are much safer for the environment. These sources of energy generation were once expensive and inefficient options when considering where cities and towns were getting their power. However, the efforts of scientists, engineers, climate activists, and public officials has grown these methods to a point that they are now a viable option now and in the future. Solar panels have become more accessible and efficient, allowing individuals and communities to harness the power of the sun to meet their energy needs. Wind turbines have grown in size and output, making wind energy a viable option. Hydroelectric power, which has been around for over a century, continues to provide clean electricity by harnessing the flow of water. Researchers are constantly working on ways to make these technologies even more efficient and sustainable. While renewable sources of energy have gained widespread support, there are some controversies and challenges to consider. One key concern is the lack of reliability of wind and solar power. These sources are dependent on weather conditions, which can be very unpredictable. Batteries capable of storing enough energy are being developed, but are currently unavailable at the storage capacity required. Another controversy surrounds the visual and environmental impact of large-scale renewable energy projects, such as wind farms and hydropower dams. These sources of renewable energy require large amounts of land and disrupt the local flora and fauna. Lastly, there are debates about the pace at which we should transition away from fossil fuels. While many argue for a rapid shift, others are concerned about the economic consequences for industries and regions heavily reliant on fossil fuels. Many people have jobs in these industries and have a personal stake in the continued use of these methods. Even though renewable sources of energy will provide more jobs to people in the future, it is difficult to transition to a completely new field, and many people will lose jobs. Looking ahead, the future of renewable energy is bright. The continuous advancement of technology will lead to more efficient and cost-effective renewable energy solutions. We can expect further innovations in energy storage, grid integration, and the development of new renewable resources. Additionally, the widespread adoption of electric vehicles will create new opportunities for renewable energy as a clean source for transportation. In conclusion, renewable sources of energy are not just a solution to the climate crisis. They represent a path toward a more sustainable and prosperous future. By investing in renewable energy, we can reduce our environmental impact, create jobs, and ensure a cleaner and healthier planet for future generations. The transition to renewables is not without its challenges, but with continued research, innovation, and global cooperation, we can make this transition a reality. Thank you.